Hi, everybody. I'm Nancy Laggan, and I've been in Tupperware for 29 years, and I absolutely love what I do too. And you know why I love it? Because you can do it part-time, full-time, spare time, anytime. If you want to make a lot of money, you stay in Tupperware and do more parties. If you want to make a little money, you can do whatever you want, 1 day a week, 1 month, 1 day a month, whatever you want. But I want to tell you that today there's such an opportunity to do so many more things on Facebook than we ever could do before. And so, you know, Tupperware has lots of bowls and they have all kinds of products, but we have premium products that maybe you've never used, or maybe you don't realize we have. We have a Micro Pro grill, we have a step cooker, and we have this wonderful pressure cooker. And this is one of our premium products. Now, what do you do with a pressure cooker? Well, anything that you would cook in a slow cooker for 7-8 hours all day long, you can put the same thing, your meat, potatoes, vegetables, whatever, in this pressure cooker and cook it in the microwave in 30 minutes or less. And so that's what's the greatest thing about it, is this saves you time. Tupperware will save you time than having to start that at 7 in the morning before you go to work. And then you get home and then you got to take it out and clean the big pot. This is a one-pot stop. Now you can make so many things in a pressure cooker in the microwave. The reason that it's such a great product is it's made of a special material. So it's not ever going to blow up in your microwave. It's made of pressure therm, very, very heavy material. There's also a locking system in here. There's a little rubber ring. Tupperware thinks of everything to make things safe and make things just wonderful for you, that you don't have to worry about anything blowing up in your microwave or wherever you use our products. This rubber ring goes in the top, okay, like this. Now, what it does, it seals up the bottom and the top, so when the pressure builds, no steam, nothing will come out of it. But I want to tell you what happens. You shouldn't cook anything longer than 30 minutes. But just in case you set your microwave wrong and it's longer than 30 minutes, this rubber ring will automatically fall into your food and stop the pressure. And therefore, it's not going to overcook or blow up in your microwave. They also make it so simple to line up the arrows on the little on the top and the arrow on the handle. And I'll show you how that turns when I take out the applesauce. There's 2 little buttons here. One is an indicator and the other one is a pressure regulator. And so what happens as the pressure builds, the little yellow one will raise and the other regulator will open up and the steam will come out. And so it keeps it at the proper temperature to pressure cook your food and make it very, very moist. So if you took a pot roast and you put it in a slow cooker all day long, you take the same two-pound pot roast. Now, you don't want to use anything bigger than 2 pounds as far as meat because it's too big. And you never can go over the fill line. They have a fill line to put your liquid over whatever you're cooking, and you never want to go over that fill line. And so you put your 2-pound pot roast in there, your meat, potatoes, your mushrooms, your onions, and you can put cream of mushroom soup or beef broth, whatever you love on your pot roast. You seal this up and you turn the handle. It is now locked. But Tupperware did a third locking system by a little handle on the top, but it's not a handle, it's a lock. And it goes like this, and you lock it on. So it's not going to open in your microwave. And you put it in the microwave and microwave it 30 minutes or less. Now you can take chicken breasts and you can put them in there, and you put barbecue sauce and a can of beer. You pour it over the chicken breast, about 4 chicken breasts, cook it for 30 minutes. And when you take the chicken breast out, you just pull it apart, just like pulled pork, pulled chicken, and make your sandwiches out of that. It's absolutely delicious. And you cooked it for 30 minutes. So mac and cheese in 10 minutes. You know, you get home from work and you want to have mac and cheese and you don't want the frozen kind. Dump everything in there, raw noodles, the cheese, everything goes in there, and you microwave it for 10 minutes and you have dinner on the table. But tonight I'm going to show you the fastest, greatest way to make applesauce. And applesauce, okay, usually I used to cook it on the stove. Now this is my older one. It's purple. This is the original pressure cooker. This is your new color here, this beautiful maroon. But I used to cook it on the stove. And when you peel your apples and you cook them on the stove, you have to watch them. You don't want them to burn. You can't have too much water, too less water. Well, in here is a wonderful recipe that I will post on Champion tomorrow. And it is a bag of apples. So I'm like, now what is a bag of apples? Well, a bag of apples is about 3 pounds. So it's about 8 to 10 apples. And I used about 8 apples in here. And then you take 3/4 cup of water and 1/2 cup of sugar, and you dump that in with 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. Now, you know, when you peel apples, they're going to turn brown. So you take a lemon after you peel them and quarter them and put them in a bowl, sprinkle a little lemon juice on them, and they won't get brown until you're ready to put your recipe together. So it takes no time at all to put this together. So what I've done is taken all of it and just dumped it in here. And then I microwaved it for 15 minutes. And then you always leave it sit for 10 minutes because the little indicator has to go back down. And when it does, that means the pressure is completely out of your pressure cooker. And now it's safe to open it where you won't get burnt. And so then we're going to open this. We take the cover off here, a little extra handle, and you just turn the handles and you open it up. Always open it away from you. See that steam in there? I put this in around 7:30. And when I cooked it, then I left it sit in the microwave for 10 minutes. And that way you always make sure that your steam is out. Now here's what it looks like when it comes out. So you have apples that are still quartered and your juice. Well, then you can either take our Tupperware masher, and I'm just going to mash these apples, or if you like it real fine, you can take it and you can put it into, didn't get it out here, but you can put it into our supersonic large and pull the cord, and you can have it all chopped up like that. But it is so tender, these apples, and my grandkids like it chunky. So I'm just going to use our masher and mash it a little bit, and then it's all mashed up, and now you have applesauce. Now, if you want a little less, you don't want it as liquidy, then you put less water. You can do whatever you want to make it the way your family likes it. So now I want to show you what it looks like when it's all done. And there's chunky applesauce that is absolutely delicious, tastes delicious, looks delicious, and in 15 minutes, you're ready to serve it to the kids. So I want to tell you, you got to try the recipe if you love applesauce, and you just want to make sure that you don't fill those apples over that fill line either. If they're huge apples, you don't want to use 8 to 10, you want to use a few less. So that is your Tupperware microwave pressure cooker applesauce. So enjoy.